Hey YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Shenzo Plays. Today we're hopping in to Minecraft. That's right, we unlocked this goal for one of our charity streams earlier this year. The goal of Minecraft is very simple today. We're going to be building a village. We're just going to do some creative building and try to build as much as we can. I figure, hey, let's build a village. Could be awesome. Keep it tame, keep it fun. So I hope you'll enjoy. This is just going to be a lot of us hanging out and yapping while I'm building some stuff, but I do hope you guys enjoy it. If you do like it, please consider leaving a like or comment on this video. If you want to see more of my content or you just want to support my channel at all, hit that subscribe button. That would be a big help as well. Don't forget to hit that bell if you want to get notified when new videos drop. And of course, you can follow me on all my social media down below. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy Shenzo Plays Minecraft, which I totally didn't steal from Achievement Hunter. Wink. Welcome back, YouTube. As you can see, we're just here. I have not started Minecraft. We are playing Bedrock Edition, which, for those that don't know, Minecraft was originally programmed in Java. As a Java programmer for over 15 years of my life at this point, do not ever make a game in Java. So Microsoft actually made the good decision of basically rebuilding the entire game in C Sharp, which is Microsoft's kind of programming language, quote unquote. And I haven't loaded it on this PC, so that's why we're at the getting started here, and that's why I just have the generic like Steve outfit here. But as you can see, we got Minecraft and Knuckles. Kind of surprised that they're doing that, but hey, you know, I appreciate that as a Sonic fan. I do appreciate that. But yeah, let's just get on in and get started. So we're gonna do a creative game mode here, and during the day you're safe probably is a great sentence. So might help if I had the right keyboard. For those that don't know, I'm running a 2 PC setup, and it's still a little... I don't quite have it set up the way I want to. Let me just put it that way. But yeah, as you can see, they're going to give us a lot of instructions. We started here, and I don't really know much about like creative mode at all, but luckily they have everything listed here that's available in the game. It's also searchable, which is super nice, and they even have it in different categories, which is also really cool. So, you know, we've got a lot of good stuff here to get started. So let's go see if we can find a let's see if we can find a location that I want to start building in. That'll be the first place. And then, as you can see, we don't get like any inventory or anything because it's creative mode and we have infinite everything. So it looks like we got a desert here, or a beach. Oh, look, we got a turtle. I didn't even know they had added turtles. As you can tell, I don't play Minecraft a ton. I don't. I don't play Minecraft a ton. But yep, here is we can fly around, which is kind of nice. And we just got to find a spot that we got to find a spot to build our new village. As you can see, there's like a lot of different areas here, which is kind of nice. A lot of different biomes. Looks gorgeous. Let me check my settings here. I just want to see if I'm on like ultra settings or the closest it is, because difficulty's normal, which is fine. Man, they've added so many like settings to this game since I last played it, because some of you may remember I played Bedrock mode a long time ago on the stream, like a long time ago, and I do not remember any of this. So, you know, I have to give credit where credit is due. They have added a ton of stuff here and made it much more like, shall I say, consolidated is the word I'm looking for. Like before, they would have a whole bunch of different, you know, different stuff, and it was like you had to go through like 5 menus, and here it's like, no, you just scroll down. Just scroll down and look, here's everything. Here's everything. So let's see. Favorite performance. Fever visuals. I mean, I'm pretty sure with this PC, I could run Minecraft at max. I can do a custom. Clouds are at ultra. Collections. Let's just try everything on ultra and see what happens. Yeah, I think we'll be okay with everything else. But yeah, let's just try running everything at ultra, and if it really affects performance, then I'll turn it back. But I'm not really noticing a significant difference personally. But yeah, the Minecraft is definitely a lot more optimized in Bedrock mode than it was in Java, which is not surprising. But all right, I think let's see, we've got a mountain here. Oh, look, there's a little village right there, like a randomly generated one. I do like this. I must say, I am a pretty big fan of the procedurally generated villages, and I know that's been done, you know, to death, and it's been done for a long time, but I don't know. I am a big fan of this. I think they have some really cool designs and some cool stuff happens. So let's not build too close to there. But I definitely think I want to stick kind of to the river. Just, this is like me using my fantasy brain here, but I'm thinking we can do something like over here where, you know, there's like a little lake and a mountain range and stuff like that. I think we can get a start here. So luckily there's no fall damage in creative mode. So okay, I think yeah, we'll get started here and we'll start building. Whoops. So let's see. We need some. So looks like we have a bunch of weapons here, which is cool. Fishing rod, saddle, harness. There's all the stuff in here. We're gonna need a lot of that. We'll get some grass blocks. We'll get some wood, and we'll probably just go with oak. We'll keep it basic here. And then we need, let me see. Do we have some planks? It's nature, so here, oak planks. And let's see. I'm sure there's going to be like a lot of tricks and stuff I don't know. So, you know, don't like don't like tear me a new one too much, all right? Let's go with an oak door. And then an oak fence and an oak fence gate. Let's mix some stuff up here a little bit, huh? Let's go with a bamboo fence. And just kind of need some stairs. Let's see. Do we have marble stairs? Or is that a that might be a mod only? Yeah, I think that's a mod. Well, that's okay. We have quartz, so we can do like a hmm. I guess, we'll just go with cobblestone for now, and then we can always mix it up later, which is kind of nice. Okay. So, first things first, I suppose we should build our foundation for a building, right? So, I don't have, like, a lot of the, like, I know there's some creators out there who are really, really, really freaking good. But let's kind of build our first home here, and then we'll also maybe expand the beach out a little bit. Place with some sand. So yeah, let's do that. So let's get some sand. Kind of give us a nice little beachhead here. Yeah, so you think we should do, I don't know. Thinking we think we do kind of something like this here. That's not like too crazy, but just build out like a nice little beachhead for a little while and wonder if there's a way to disable all the tutorials. I kind of know most of what I'm doing here. Huh. Hello. Don't know what you are. Haven't seen you before. Alright, we got a nice little, like, beach here. Nothing too crazy. Hi, Femzy. How are you? It's good to see you. Alright, yeah. I think this will look good for now. Rough day? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope everything's alright, Femzy. Hopefully we can brighten things up a little bit here as you watch me fumble around in Minecraft. Cannabis and coffee, so you're gonna chill mostly. Hell yeah. Alrighty. Alright, so yeah, we got, I think, a nice little beachhead here. Nothing too crazy. That Drowned is really interested in you. Yeah, yeah. I was telling everybody, Femzy, I haven't seen Drowned before. That's something that was added, I guess, more recently, or at least I don't remember ever seeing it before. But yeah, he's just hanging out, you know, doing his thing. Like 2 years ago, yeah, basically what that's kind of what I figured, but they're added like 2 years ago. Yeah, I haven't played Bedrock Edition in a while, and I don't know if they were added to were the Drowned added to the Java version, Femzy? Because it's been a while since I played Minecraft. I'm not a big Minecraft guy. I used to spend a lot of time on it, but that was in many ways another lifetime ago. Most of when I played this was either pre or during COVID. So, all right. So we got our beach. So of course we got to build a house on the beach. It's just required at this point, right? So let's see here. I don't know how I want to do this. So let's just experiment. Experiment with a couple different builds. I'll just see if anything sticks. Oops. But yeah, they were added to Java Edition. Yeah, so that should tell you how long ago was the last time I played it. I do not believe the Drowned were part of Minecraft when I played it last. So that I think should tell you how long ago it was. Yep. Now, rather than make that, let's make this 5 across rather than. All right, let me see if I can turn off tutorials here. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Recipes unlock. Yep. Radius is 10. Feeds. General. There it is. Just because, like, I'm pretty sure I know most of this stuff here, and if I don't, I can always ask anyone in chat, so I'm not super worried about it. Four, five. I know there's going to be a lot of people out there, like people who are watching Minecraft, and like, this idiot doesn't know what he's doing. Which, first of all, rude. Second of all, true. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Nope, I actually wanted one more over. It's fine. And again, I'm just experimenting here, so if if people are like gonna scream at me about like, oh hey, you're not doing this right, well, you're probably right, but oh, I'm getting several text messages. Let me just make sure it's not an emergency. Probably isn't, but you know. Ugh. Okay. Whoops. All right, I think this will be a good foundation. What I want to do here. Okay. Seems pretty solid. All right, so oh, actually, I just realized I did this the wrong way. I had a vision in my head, and this is not what I wanted meant to do with it, but that's okay. I've been using the wrong bricks this entire time because I am a dumbass. But that's fine. No one probably would have even known anything if I hadn't said it. So, what are you gonna do? Well, we'll do something else. Let me respond to this real quick. I did this the wrong way. Every Minecraft player ever eventually. True. True. And for me, it took not even 20 minutes. Okay. Let's see. We can do stone bricks here. Meh. Let's see. How does that look? Honestly, like shit. So, nope. Nope, 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 nope. We're gonna do this a different way. Alright, give me 1 second. I do need to respond to this. I apologize. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Got that, so that's good. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just I'm experimenting with a style of builds here that I don't normally use. Anyone who's really seen me play Minecraft before knows I'm a big cobblestone slut. I really like building like the medieval style castles and stuff like that. But for this, I wanted to try something a little different. And like I said, this is gonna be just very chill, very non very much a non-priority as far as like, oh yeah, let's make this a super serious thing. No, no, no. We're gonna be trying with some new stuff and hoping that it goes well. But yeah, so I'm trying a new style of build here, and we'll see if it we'll see. Oh, we'll just see if I like it or not. Let's just start there. And if I like it, cool. If not, then hey, no sweat off my back. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay. Hmm. Looks better, but I don't know. I guess I just prefer the uniformity rather than the border. What do you guys think? I don't hate it, but at least at first glance, I also can't say I'm like a huge fan of it either. You know what I mean? It seems okay, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling it either. If that makes sense. Well, let's keep going and see if maybe it'll win me over. Yeah, I don't want to be like that guy that's like, oh, this just sucks without even finishing it. Well, we'll take a look. We'll see how it turns out. It's definitely different than anything else I've done. Femsy says I'm not the right one to ask. I'm not the right one to say to ask about Minecraft anything. Fair enough. Friend of mine is texting me. She just got done building a shed in her backyard, and she did it all on her own. I might add, without any help. And she's just telling me how she is super freaking tired now, which makes sense. I'm just checking in and making sure she's doing okay because she texted me last night that she wasn't doing so hot. That's just one of those things where I'm like, I'm just making sure she's doing okay. Does live about an hour and a half away from me, so it's not like I can just go drop everything to go check in on her, but if I had to, I could do it. Whoops. Okay. Well, I can't say again I'm like the biggest fan of this design, but I don't hate it either. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, so that turned out. I think that turned out pretty okay. I'm not gonna say it's like my favorite design I've ever made, right? But I don't hate it. I definitely feel just this is just kind of me looking at it now. I definitely would like to have like a window on this front section, but at the same time, it's not like that big of a deal that there isn't one. And then you know what? Instead of putting a window here, turn this into maybe a little garden of some kind. Yeah, that looks kind of nice. Like a little patio. Yep. All right. Oh yeah, I think it's glass, right? Glass pane. Now you can do stained glass, which is kind of cool. A little bit more terraforming. Sorry, this is not your house. But all right, I think this is a pretty solid start, right? Nice little house right on the beach. Obviously, it's missing a roof, and we can get to that in a second here. But yeah, overall, I think this looks pretty good. What do you guys think to start? I think this looks pretty solid, personally speaking. We'll need to light it, to add some light and stuff, of course. But yeah, I feel pretty good about it. Yeah, that looks pretty nice, I think. I like it. Sorry, I do apologize, but I do need to respond to this message. I may need to make a quick phone call. So everybody, I'll be right back. YouTube, I'll be back in a second. Twitch, give me a couple minutes, and I'll BRB. Okay. Hey YouTube, welcome back. We're here, and no emergency, thankfully. But it was just one of those things where it's like, yeah, let's at least check up on let's at least make sure everyone's doing all right. Oh yeah, there is one thing we could do here that I think could be kind of cool. I always forget that we can do this, but yeah, we can do it later. I'll show it off later. All right. So let's see here. We don't need the stone bricks right now. We'll probably use those later. Hey, Try. Good afternoon. How are you? Hope you're doing all right. Let's see. Oh, oh, that's not great. Hope you're doing well, Try. Welcome on in. Just getting ready for work? Hell yeah. Well, I hope you have a good day today. Hopefully it's not too tough. Yeah, we're just doing some builds in Minecraft here. Nothing too insane. This is my first building. Only been going for about 30 minutes, give or take. Probably add lights to the inside of the house, but we can do that later. We'll decorate the house here in a minute. Love some Minecraft? Yeah, it's pretty great. I was talking about it earlier that I have really not played a ton in the last like 2 years. So there's a lot of stuff here that I'm like, I know nothing about. And that's kind of cool. Yeah, try what stuff have they added that you're really excited about? Because we had I think it's a drowned one, or a drowned is what Femc called it earlier, and I'm like, I've never seen this thing before, and apparently that was added like 2 years ago. Hi, Soccer, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome on in. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Eagles with the comeback of the century. Yeah, I saw the play. So for those who don't know what we're talking about, Philadelphia Eagles football team is playing against the LA Rams today. The Rams were playing really well until they weren't, and the Eagles came back and won the game. But the way they won the game was kind of crazy because the Rams had a chance to win with a field goal. I think it was only like a 40-yarder or something like that. And you know, for NFL kickers, a 40-yarder now is like nothing. You know, it's like a you know, 20 years ago, people were super stoked because they were you know, a 50 was considered insane, right? Fast forward to today, and it's like we get kickers who are hitting, you know, 60 and 70-yard field goals, no problem, right? So the Eagles have a 43-yard field goal, or the Rams rather have a 43-yard field goal, and the Eagles not only block it, but one of their bigger guys picks up the ball and runs it back in for a touchdown, and that's how they end the game. Absolutely wild. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. You can just look up Eagle Rams September 21st. It'll probably pop up, but yeah. Yeah. It's pretty wild because, again, like, you just look at how good athletes have become over the years. But yeah, like TechWiz says, kickers now are just like casually kicking a ball across the entire field. Like there was a point in 2005 where someone hit like a 61-yard field goal and it was considered to be like a huge deal, and now it's like people are regularly hitting like 60 60 yarders. It's crazy. So it's like, yeah, 43, it's like, it's still tough, but for most NFL kickers now, it's like it's not nearly the big of it, not nearly the deal it was like even 10 years ago, because the kickers have just the athletes have just gotten so good.
Warning.
Hello, Aaron. Welcome on in. Yeah, we're seeing a whole bunch of like kickers just casually hitting like 70-yard field goals now, which is crazy. But again, athletes have just gotten so much better that yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty cool to see, you know, how the sport has evolved. Oops. Hi, Aaron. How are you? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. Hello, Sinky. It's good to see you. How was dating everything, Aaron? Did you date all the things? Yes, and now the save loves me just like Ranella wanted. Hell yeah. Love that for you, Aaron. How's your fundraiser going? For those that don't know, Aaron raises money for Erica Legacy Foundation pretty much every year, and Aaron is doing it again right now. By the time this airs on YouTube, you may not see this. Aaron's campaign will probably be over, but you can still always go support the Erica Legacy Foundation anytime. Was that warning from RTC theme? No, it was not. The warning is I wonder how many people actually know where that sound effect is from. I'd be very, very curious to know how many people could successfully guess it. Aaron has raised $50 already. Hell yeah! All right, Try. Thank you so much for the lurk. Try said, oh, and I did miss this earlier because I got distracted talking about football. But Try says they've added more animals and stuff, and I've seen new biomes and caves. Seems legit. Yeah, it's all good, Soccer. It wasn't a bad guess, but I am curious how many people actually know where that my raid alert is from. Not very many people have gotten it, which is a little surprising to me, but at the same time, I guess it's not that surprising. Zone of the Enders. No, but that's another pretty good guess. Oops. Zone of the Enders was so good. I didn't play enough of it to form an opinion on it. I think I put like a couple of minutes into it, and that was about it. I should probably give it another shot at some point, but it is not Metroid. No, it is not Metroid. It is from Fallout 3. Specifically, Liberty Prime. Which is one of like the end game things you do. Is you help the Brotherhood of Steel rebuild Liberty Prime. Haven't played Fallout 3 yet? Oh, shame. Fallout 3 is very, very good. Liam Neeson plays your father. I'm not kidding. That's a real thing. Played 4 and 76 because they came free on PS Plus. Fair enough. Yeah, I do definitely recommend the I highly recommend Fallout as a franchise. I really do. I think it's very, very good. 3 in particular, I think, is... A lot of people love New Vegas. I also love New Vegas, but I think 3 might be my favorite game as a whole, like from the franchise. But like I said, that's just my opinion. Alright, so we have our first home, and I don't think I really like that, how tall the roof is. But at the same time, I think it looks pretty good. So you know what? Screw it. We're going with it. You excited for the route they're taking for the show? Yeah, so spoilers. Spoilers, but if you haven't seen the Fallout TV show, you might want to mute this or skip ahead about 5 minutes. But yeah, they're gonna the direction they're going into is New Vegas for those that don't know. The trailer's already out, so I don't feel like too bad talking about it. But at the same time, it's one of those things where, yeah, it should be very, very cool, and I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with it. The Fallout TV show was much better than I expected it to be, and I had very high expectations for it. So Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing what else they do with it. Alrighty, so here we go. Got a nice little nice home here. A little garden as well. And yeah, I think this looks pretty solid. I'm not mad about it in the slightest. Let's just paste that, and there we go. Okay. Let me just respond to this real quick. Sorry, everybody. All right. So this is one of the things I like is they have a whole section for like decorations and stuff in here. So we'll just kind of set up this room a little bit and see what it is we're thinking. Put a lot of this stuff away for now. Seemed to me that when me and Shenzo were growing up, video game shows, movies were laughably bad. Yep, and now they're incredible. Yeah, I mean, they've been on a tear lately with really good stuff. Our video game movie was Super Mario Brothers. True, true. That is accurate. We had Super Mario Brothers. We had gosh, we had the Street Fighter movie. Like I always like to say this. This is the standard I always use. Soccer beat me to it, but the standard I always use is Resident Evil were the best video game movies we had for a long time. And like the original Silent Hill movie was pretty good. But Resident Evil were like the best video game movies we got. And now it's like you have the Sonic movie, you have the Fallout TV show, you have the Super Mario Brothers animated series. Like there's so many good video game media out there now, and it's just kind of wild. It's kind of wild. Let's see. Is there anything else we really want to add in here? I think so. No, we could add a jukebox. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll add some bookshelves. We also had a Dragon Ball Z movie. Yeah, we don't talk about that movie. We don't talk about that. All right. I think this looks pretty nice. Aaron says, I streamed longer than I normally would. I'm a bit tired, but glad I did it today. Hoping to have even more fun tomorrow, too. Hell yeah, Aaron. I'm glad to hear that. So, we used to have a movie division. True. No, it is pretty crazy. Like, I think I mentioned this before, but this year, people born in 2007 are turning 18. 21-year-olds were born in 2004. And it's just like, oh my god, you are all children. Like, fuck, are we old yet? A lot of us are getting there, Sinky. But you and Aaron are at least younger than me in soccer, so don't feel too bad yet. But it's just again, time moves on. It's just the way the way of the world. And you have two options, right? You either try and fight against it or you accept it. Sorry, again, just checking up on my friend, everybody. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't really know if we want to add anything else in here. I think we're good. Maybe we'll add maybe we can add a smoker. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, cool. Hey, Stexon, welcome back. How are you? Let's see. Never know when someone needs a friend to look after them. It's why I'm raising money for mental health. It's so important. Yeah, for sure. All right, Sinky, thank you for hanging out. It's always nice to see you. I hope you're doing well, and we'll definitely hang out soon. All right. Yeah, so my friend did ask if I could send him something a little later. So, because she lives in the greater LA area, she can pretty much get a delivery like same day. So I'm gonna drop her order her some medicine to help out. I guess she didn't tell me she got stung by a wasp. I'm like, well, that's why you feel like shit. You got stung by a goddamn wasp. Oh, well, that's embarrassing. Okay. So here we are, about an hour in, and we finished our first home. I'm allergic to wasps. Yeah, yeah. I don't do well with wasp stings or bee stings. I don't know if I'm allergic to them, but I need to go get tested for like a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, Instacart and apps like that are pricey. Lifesavers, we're not able to go out. True. Yeah. Yeah, it's really funny because everyone's like, "Oh, do you live like right down the street from like one of the biggest warehouses." And right down the street is a huge exaggeration. I live like less than 20 miles away from the one of the biggest Amazon warehouses, if not the biggest one in the United States. But yeah, I usually get like next day delivery, not same day delivery with Amazon. But yeah, Instacart, um, and other apps, just like Femsy says, like those are absolute lifesavers. When I got COVID, because I live alone, I had to use them, and they were I would not have made it. 20 miles is a pretty big distance, man. Not in Southern California, it's not. It's Texan. You know where 20 miles is not a big distance at all? Texas, California, and Alaska. 20, 20 miles in those three states is nothing. It's all relative. 20 miles in Ohio all looks the same. Yeah. Yeah, 20 miles in Southern California is nothing. I've talked about this before, but I I would regularly drive 70 miles a day to get to work. So, yeah, 20 miles, man, that's nothing. Field. Oh, field on fire. Field. Yep. There's parts of California that are like that. I've talked about this a lot, but it's like Central California. There's areas of Central California where there's just nothing. It's like once you get past Bakersfield going north, there's just virtually nothing for hundreds of miles. Like you may see a couple cows, but that's about it. That's the most exciting thing you're probably going to see. 20 miles away in New Hampshire is 30 to 45 minutes of winding back roads through a wooded scene that could have any location along the way used as a calendar photo. Seems legit. All the cities are in the south, basically, for Ohio. Yeah, it's like, aren't all the cities like pretty much in the south, and then it's like they're based around like the Great Lakes? Oh, and Cali? I mean, yeah, it's like pretty much all the big cities are south and in and along the coast. But yeah, it's like once you get north of San Francisco, which is like Northern California by like yay big by the smallest of margins. It's really Central California, but yeah, it's like as soon as you get north of like San Francisco, there really isn't a ton beyond that. It's like San Francisco, Oakland. It's like, yeah, there's a couple like locations up there, but not a lot. Yeah, it's like Femsy says, it's like you have pretty much the South, the Bay Area, and then like San Jose, and that's San Jose and Sacramento, and that's pretty much it. Originally from Michigan, and most of your big cities are in the South, and the North is desolate. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of big cities are, they're based in what's it called? They are, they were originally built where there were areas like water or trade or something like that. Yeah, it's like half the cities on like Route 66 are only there because Route 66 was there, right? And when, traffic on Route 66, slowed down or disappeared, the cities, dried up. I will say this: Southern California does have a lot of areas. I hesitate to call them cities, but there's a lot of areas in Southern California that is just like you are in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. We have quite a lot of areas like that. So Femsy's asking me to give a sense of perspective to everyone. How far of a drive is it for me to get to the Bay Area? It would take me approximately 8 hours. I think 8 to 9 hours. Because I think it takes about 7 for me to get to Santa Cruz. And I think the Bay Area is a little north of Santa Cruz, if I remember correctly. Unless I'm... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah, between, I think, around 8 to 9 hours. Give or take. And that's driving at 65 miles an hour on average. What's the worst city in Cali to drive through? Oh, let me think. I've driven through most of them. Except San Francisco. That's the only one I've never driven through. Or not San Francisco, Sacramento. Yeah, and 6 to 7 hours, those are pretty much nothing. Yeah, so it takes me, to give you guys some perspective, I talked about Bakersfield before, right? Bakersfield takes me about 3 hours to get to. And beyond that, yeah, there's basically nothing. So I'd probably put about 5 hours of that. Yeah. 6 if you take the scenic route. But yeah. The worst city to drive through... Okay, are we talking major city or like... Are we talking about just like overall experience or proportional experience? Because I have 2 answers. There's 2 different answers for that. 7 if you take the shorter route. Yeah. Oakland's pretty bad. Yeah, so to drive through, I would say LA is probably the worst one I've ever experienced. Just because LA has like 10 million people in it, and no matter what you're trying to do, if you're going at any point during the day, like that isn't between like 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., it's going to take you forever to get anywhere. Proportionally, though, the worst city I've ever driven in is my hometown, which is a city called Temecula, California. And they have I think, over 100,000 people, and only... I think they just added another one, so I think it's 4 routes that go north and south, and 3 routes that go east to west. And that's it. For over 100,000 people. And to get to one side of Temecula from the other takes almost 40 minutes now. It is probably, for the size of the city, it is probably one of the worst designed cities ever made. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but I just, again, want to stress that, like, Temecula is a very, very beautiful city. They have some... If you like wine tasting or gambling, Temecula is not a bad place to go. It is in many ways a middle-class suburb city. But yeah, it is very expensive to live there. I think I've talked about this, but the childhood home that I grew up in, that my parents bought for $120,000 in, I want to say it was August or September think it was August 1994, is now valued at $500,000. That house is not worth $500,000. Yeah, so let's see. Stexon. Soccer says, I know people who live in LA, saw GTA 5 and said traffic is never moving that fast. Yep, that is true. 100% true. Let me see. I'm just trying to read some chat. Oakland is pretty damn bad. Yeah, I've driven through Oakland once. It wasn't great. I'd still take that one experience over my experience in LA, but well, my average experience in LA, I should say. I've had a couple good experiences in LA, but that's again because I was driving in between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. on a Monday. And then yeah, Soccer says Atlanta is the worst city to drive through. What's the average distance between rest areas when traveling to the Bay Area? Oh, that's a good question. From my location to the Bay Area, I would say the average distance for the first half of the journey is probably about 30 miles. After that, it's probably 70 or 80 miles. Soccer says I grew up in Jackson, Michigan. That sounds about right. And let's see. Soccer says I'd rather drive through Chicago than Atlanta. I've never driven through Chicago or Atlanta. Well, okay, that's not true. I drove through Atlanta, but that was like a lifetime ago. So I don't remember doing it. Like I wasn't the one driving, I was a passenger. So I don't remember it. So I don't feel it's right for me to comment, right? But yeah. Never been to New York or Boston. I've been to New York. I've been to New York City. Never been to Boston. But I've been to New York City, and you do not drive in New York City. You don't. You do everything else, but you do not. You never drive in New York City. You will never get anywhere in New York City if you drive. It is faster to walk to wherever you're going than it is to drive in New York City. Alrighty. Let's make a dock here. Oh, I did forget something. Oh, that's a gate. Oops. You need stairs as well. Owning a car in New York City is a waste of resources. I agree, yeah. 75 converted to Atlanta. To get back on 75, you have to get across 4 lanes of stop and go traffic to get back to 75. Yeah, there's a couple of freeways like that here in California as well. That is just like, who decided this was a good idea? We've definitely had some stuff like that. There's a freeway in LA, very similar situation. It's like the one, I think it's like right around outside of Santa Ana. Let's get some dirt here. Dirt. Alrighty. There we go. Alright. Little fishing dock here. Nothing too crazy. Hmm. You know, maybe we built it a little too high up. Yeah, yeah. That's okay. I got too high, Chad. I'm sorry. Won't happen again. No such thing as too high. True. Nice little fishing dock there. Could be expanded later to be a bridge. Yep, potentially. That's definitely something we can do, but I think, yeah, for now, this looks good. I'm gonna take a nap now, then you wake up feeling refreshed. Hell yeah. Alrighty. I think this looks pretty good. Alright, cool. So we got a little dock here, nothing too crazy. So, you know, let me take a look and see if I like how this looks better. Nah. I do just some people can green out where they get so messed up they end up getting sick. They usually accompanied by other things though, like drinking junk food. Yeah. Everyone handles everything differently. You know, it's like how some people can't handle alcohol. I think it's the same thing with like any sort of other substance, right? But again, I think it's different for everybody. You know, some people have better tolerance than others. You know, like for me, I tend to burn through alcohol pretty quick. So, unfortunately, I'm one of the lucky people who who gets the awesome bonus of, hey, you can get hungover the same night you're drinking if you're not careful. Let me tell you, getting a hangover the same night that you're drinking, not great. Alrighty. Let's build our next area. We're gonna build a smaller, like, fishing hut this time. Sounds terrible. Can't say I know what a hangover feels like, though. Yeah, it's different for everybody, right? Like, and some hangovers are worse depending on, you know, what alcohol you're drinking, but for me, it's pretty much, if you just think of all the side effects of dehydration and then turn them up a notch, that's probably the closest thing I can describe to my symptoms when I talk about getting hungover the same night. Is it's just like, oh yeah, you basically are just super fucking dehydrated because your body just burned through all the alcohol in like 2 hours. Congratulations. And I can tell you this, it's definitely been getting worse as I've gotten older. So, Yeah, and it's just, again, it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain too much about it, because the nice thing is, it's like, yeah, I can, if I don't go too crazy. Like, you guys see, I don't drink a ton, right? I don't drink a ton. But it's like, I can get intoxicated, but you probably have seen, like, on some of our longer streams, when I am drinking, like, I'll be back to normal in like an hour if I'm not drinking. So that's why it's like, it's important for me to always have water on hand, because it's like, no, I burn through pretty much everything pretty quickly. Alcohol, you name it. The worst part is that sometimes, the very first time I had to have serious pain medication, they didn't realize that, they didn't account for the fact that, oh, hey, this is going to wear off a lot earlier than we thought. So I haven't had to underdo, like, major surgery, so I don't know how I react to, like, to that sort of thing, but I do know that alcohol and pain meds don't last as long for me as they say, and I burn through alcohol pretty quickly. I am not talking about the ginger gene mutation. I do not have that. There's no one in my family that has that gene. I am just, as I like to joke, I'm Irish. I have a lot of Irish, and one of the side effects is that, yes, I combine that with my fast metabolism. I go through things very, very quickly. Mm. Yeah, yeah, FMC. So you have yours is different from mine, though, because, like, you were talking about how you don't really get drunk. I can get drunk. I just process it a lot. I just go through the stages a lot faster than most people. And again, that's, I think, because of my Irish heritage, that it's like, yeah, I absolutely can get drunk. I don't have a problem getting drunk in the slightest. But I do have, where my problem is let's see. Yeah, my problem is that I can't stay drunk. Like, I burn through it very quickly, which is what I'm talking about, like, how I can get hungover in the same night. It's very unfortunate. I'll tell you, the first college party that I went to and that happened, ooh, not a fun night. Alright, we're gonna get a little fishing hut here. You process the alcohol a lot faster as well, but never get past buzz stage. You also don't get a hangover from it, and the speedy processing takes far less water. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I get hungover. I can get buzzed. I can get drunk. I've been drunk on stream a couple times, but yeah, the best way I can describe, like, kind of my situation, at least, is I can get drunk. I can get buzzed. Like, if I were to down like two cups of this, like, so 2 cans of standard beer, we're talking anything as light as, like, Coors Light to, Budweiser, I will have a varying level of buzz depending on what it is, what the alcohol content is, and of course what I ate and all that other fun stuff, right? But what will not happen, but what will happen is that if I stop drinking right then and there, and I don't touch anything else, then what will happen is that I will be sober in about an hour, give or take. And again, it depends on how much alcohol, but it's like, yeah, if I stop after like getting buzzed, I'll be completely sober within, like an hour. And if I don't have any water to drink in that time, I will feel like I'm hungover, which sucks. I haven't done like any like serious testing on it, but I have done some experimentation. If you guys can't tell, but yeah, it may be a version of the ginger, the ginger gene as they call it, right? Because I do have like, as I mentioned, I have a very strong Irish heritage. Both of my parents have Irish heritage, so it's different for everybody, but yeah, that's my personal experience. Is I'll be doing gosh, like a 4 hour stream with you guys, and I'll get drunk or I'll be buzzed in the first hour, and then if I stop, for like the next hour, I'll be sober by hour 3. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the I'm not a big fan of the hangovers, as the kids would call it. Another thing, if I'm just being very completely transparent, that probably plays into my alcohol tolerance and my ability to process it, is I do come from a family of individuals who have struggled with alcoholism, so that also could be a reason. But yeah, everybody's different. Oops. Genetic mutations and abnormalities is something I have a lot of general info on. Yeah, I back in college, for those that don't know, biology was a specifically genetics was a hobby. I'm not gonna pretend that I have like a lot of information, but what ended up really piking my curiosity was myself and a friend of mine are genetic. We have a lot of genetic anomalies for our family. Um, and what I mean by that is like I'll just use some real like basic stuff. Is I am in my immediate family, I am the tallest person, and I am significantly taller than my dad, than my mom, and my younger sister. Um, the only one in my direct line that is taller than me is my grandfather on my mom's side. And that I always found that very fascinating because, obviously everyone kind of gets, different genetic lottery, right? But yeah, like I'm like 4 inches taller than my dad, for example. And I'm like I think like 9 inches taller than my sister, and I'm like 7 inches taller than my mom. So it's just one of those things where it's like that's what got me interested in genetics, was because I was significantly taller and built very different from everybody else. Like I basically got all of my genes from my grandfather's, my maternal grandfather, who had the same build, tall and wiry, right? Uh, and I'm not even that tall, but in my family I am. At least my immediate family. I don't count some of my cousins, but yeah. Then for another friend of mine, she was on the opposite end of the spectrum, right? It's like she's the shortest in her family, and it's like not even close. Like everybody else in her family is like considerably taller than she is. And not to say that, they're very tall, period. I think like even their dad, who's the tallest, is like 5'6", right? But she's like barely 5 feet tall. So it was kind of the opposite. So that's kind of what piqued my curiosity in genetics was why are people, from the family, when it's like, she has two other siblings who are more in line with like her entire family, right? Height wise, build wise. My sister is, kind of this similar height and build to my mom, for example, right? So it's like, why does that happen? So that's what kind of piqued my curiosity way back when was, why does this why is it, why is it why did I, get the get all the height from my grandfather, and my younger sister did not. My younger sister's shorter than my mom. She didn't even get taller than she wasn't even taller than my mom, and my mom's not very tall. So, but that's the sort of thing that I always found very interesting, even going way back in the day, right? Is there like a path block? I thought they had one, but I'm not seeing one. But maybe that's because it's in nature rather than on built. I don't know. I know, like, you can use sandstone, which is kind of cool. I thought they had added that, but maybe it's just the coarse dirt. Maybe that's just what it was, and just overthinking it. All right, let's. So here we go. We got a little fishing hut. Oh, I gotta be honest. I'm not really a big fan of. I do kind of like the more of this style, right? But we'll keep it because again, this is all about experimentation. Alrighty, so let's get some supplies here. So we need a torch, which is probably going to be in here, right? Stone torch. Okay, most likely. Get a campfire. We can gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song. We'll keep the fence. Alright, we'll get a campfire to place here. Let's see. Let's get. Return the slab. All right. Grab a torch, couple torches. Got a blue bed. Furnace. Crafting table. Let's see. Return the slab. But anyway, yeah, the as I just mentioned, it is very, very interesting because of just how many different possibilities there are in the world. You never know. You never know. Alright, so yeah, there were man, was this something in modded? I remember there was like a there was like something where you can nope, okay, so that's cracked. Yep, so it looks like it just doesn't exist in this, which is unfortunate. I know you can make like you can hang like art and stuff, which is fine, but yep, alright, so we'll just keep this here then. Keep it nice and simple. Alright, there we go. So not a bad start, right? We've got kind of built a dock. We have a nice little like path that goes through the sand to the beach. Much larger home there. Not bad, not a bad start. I do have to say. I know we've been going for like an hour and a half, but I'm still enjoying it. Let me just see what's going on. I got a lot of Discord notifications here. Okay. Got a trader there. So, we probably could use a well, right? I think we could use a well. I know they have the river there, but a well in the center of town, or at least kind of close to the center, should be good. So maybe we'll build something right here. All right. So let's go with cobblestone.
Hail Hydra.
Hey T1, how are you? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Sleepy? Yeah. I've definitely been there, but it's very nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Feels like we haven't seen a ton of you recently, so I hope you've been doing okay. Alive, so I think I'm winning. Agreed. I would definitely say you are winning. I would definitely say that. Alright, got a nice little well here. I guess we'll add some water to it. We got a bucket of water. Is there really no water block? That feels odd. I guess I could just use a bucket of water and just empty it in here. I guess that works. Speaking of... Okay, that doesn't work either, but that's fine. Alright, let's get coarse dirt. Oops. Sorry, guys. I know I'm not saying a ton right now. I'm just thinking. As you guys can tell, I'm just trying to build a kind of a pathway around here for now. Keeping it, pretty simple. At least trying to, anyway. Yeah, we got a nice little town square type thing here, which will be nice. Little fisher's hut over there. Oh, look, a chicken. I don't know why, but I still, in my head, guys, when I look at this chicken, I see a duck with his tongue sticking out. That's what I see every time. I know it's a chicken, but, that's just literally what I think of every single time I see it, Okay. Alrighty. Look at all the zombies in here. There's a zombie on our lawn. You won't have zombies on our lawn. Pity these plants don't do quite the job that we need them to protect from zombies, right? But we can at least probably seal off this cave. You put like a warning sign here as well. Alrighty. Yeah, not too bad, right? Alrighty. Let's get a door. And let's see. We probably want to get a... There we go. All right. Up. Excuse me. All right. I think this looks pretty good. Looks like they sealed off this tunnel. So I think that's kind of fun. Adding a little lore. Adding a little lore to our fair village here. All right, let's also get a sign. Up. There we go. Okay. I like it. I like it, guys. All right. Yeah, yeah. I think this has turned out pretty nice so far. All righty. I want to go take a look. I just want to try to get some inspiration here. So I think there's the village is right down here. I just want to get some inspiration and see if maybe there's something I can add to my village. I'm thinking about designing a church. Maybe creating a just creating something a little different, right? Maybe some, like a castle fortification or something like this. I don't know. But yeah, just looking for some inspiration there. All right, let's see here. Um, hmm. Let's see. Yep, I guess we'll do. Let's use some stone bricks here. All right. I kind of like that. I think that looks good. Alrighty, so what should we take care of next, you think? Okay, well, I need to go make sure Tanner gets his medicine, so YouTube, I'll be right back while we kind of finish up this small village. We'll probably do like maybe one or two more buildings, and then we'll probably call it a day. But yeah, I'm gonna go give Tanner his medicine and just check up on a couple things, make sure the cats are still there, make sure Tanner gets his dinner. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. YouTube, hopefully for you guys, it'll be like a second. But yeah, thanks for watching and hang tight. BRB. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Tanner didn't want to eat his dinner, but he did eat. He did have his medicine at least, so that's a positive. So we're here. We're gonna probably wrap up the this particular Minecraft adventure with two more builds. I know I'm moving like super slow, and I do apologize for that. I am definitely not the fastest Minecraft builder in the West, that's for sure. But I hope you guys have enjoyed at least the conversations, and I hope you guys have had a good time watching me kind of fumble my way through this. But yeah, it's been a it's been a good time. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with it overall. I hope you guys are too. And yeah, I just really hope you guys are are having a good time. So let's do some. Let's build a church. So let's see. How do we want to do this? Hmm. Any build is a good build. I need to redo my current one. It's off by one block and the whole front section starting from 5 rows down from the current layer, so lots to fix. Oh yeah, I can believe that. I'm literally just kind of, this is whatever pops into my brain, and you know, I don't think I've talked about it today, but for those that don't know, I have aphantasia, which basically means that I can't visualize anything in my brain. You know, and the example I always use is if you can close your eyes and imagine an apple and you can see an apple right there, if I do the same thing, I just see nothing but darkness imprisoning me. All that I see. So that's kind of where I'm at. You know, as creativity stuff, it can be difficult sometimes when I don't have a visual reference. So if you're wondering, like, man, this dude's really freaking slow, and you've stuck around this entire time, first of all, thank you. But yeah, that's why I'm so slow, is because I have a very hard time visualizing things. So yeah, I'm doing my best, but I do appreciate you guys waiting. Can you believe you never played this game, Aaron? We need to change that. We need to change that. You and I are gonna have to get together, and maybe we'll get Ace and Tech and maybe a couple others in, and we're going to teach you the ways of the Minecraft. Minecraft party, hell yeah! And why should I do that? One, because you have laid down a challenge, and by law, I am required to accept your challenge. Two, you will have fun. I believe me, you will have a good time. And three, if you agree to play, I will make a promise that I cannot keep. Yep. I would say no chaos, but I know that's a lie. So I can't even tell you that with like a straight face. But no, I mean I do think Minecraft is one of those games. You know, just being like fully honest, fully transparent with you, Aaron, on why I think you should give it a shot is because you can do what I'm doing. You can just go straight into creative mode and just play. Um, you know, if you find that you are not a big fan of like vanilla Minecraft, you can just come in and create a bunch of stuff. And I really think you would enjoy it if you gave it a shot. It's not a complicated game by any stretch, but there is like a lot to do. And I think it's fun. I think you would really enjoy it, Aaron. Plus, like literally everybody has played it, and you don't want to be going around being like, I'm the only one who's never played this really cool thing, right? Like, we got Ray Narvaez Jr. because of his Minecraft Let's Plays. Now, will he ever play Minecraft again? Probably not, but that's because he played it to death. But, you know. But no, I really do feel like, and this is, you know, not me being facetious or, you know, trying to poke fun or anything like that. I really think you would have fun with Minecraft. I really do. Openness to create your own adventure thing. I kind of need like your handheld when you need to do. Otherwise, you get bored and put it down. Yeah, and that's okay. That's okay. And again, if you give it a shot and are like, hey, this game isn't for me, no worries. I was literally talking about before you rated in here, Aaron, that I had not touched this game since like 2023. So it's been like 2 years for me. So, like, yeah, please don't feel like, oh my god, like, I need to do this. No, no, no. I just think you should at least try it. And if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. You know? There's nothing wrong with that. There's lots of great games out there, but it's like Minecraft is just such a staple that I think you should at least give it a try. And like I said, if it turns out, hey, you're not liking it, you're not having fun, no pressure, right? You know, this is not Helldivers, right? Where your livelihood is on the line. This isn't Repo, where you know you need to accomplish a certain goal. Minecraft's only goal, really, is survival, and there are lots of different ways to do that. But one of the things that I like about Minecraft, and I think what makes Minecraft such a good game, personally speaking, is that once you kind of get the hang of the basics, you can do a lot of fun stuff with it. Hey, Grim, how you doing? Make it a charity goal, especially since most people have the game and played it. People can get me through it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And Aaron, you know how I am, right? Like, I like to have fun. I like to join in on the chaos, but like when we play Repo, who's the one who's usually like trying to coordinate? Right? Because we have an objective. While everyone else is like freaking out and stuff or hiding in a corner. I'm always willing to like walk people through. Welcome back, Grim. Good to see you. How you been, man? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, the important thing of any game, right, is to have fun. And I promise you, and you know how I am with promises, if you do decide to give it a shot and you want someone to hold your hand, I will absolutely hold your hand and walk you through how to play Minecraft. No problem. I will 100% do that for you. And if you are just not having a good time, then hey, you know what? We don't have to continue. You just let me know. Me, and I'll throw you in a creeper pit and see what comes out. Yeah, that is what Grim would do. Yes, 100%. Of course, Aaron. Yeah, like my big thing is, look, I love having fun. I love joining. I love chaos. I think you guys have seen enough of that with me playing Helldivers, right? To know that I'm not BSing on that end. But with that being said, it's like if someone's playing a brand new game and they've never played it before, I am more than willing to walk anyone through how to play any game. I honestly have no issue with that whatsoever. Because again, the goal of video games, I think I've shared this before, but the biggest reason why I stopped playing League of Legends and why I stopped playing Marvel Strike Force was because one of my friends, who, to my knowledge, is not a member of this online community. So how good of a friend is he really? No, I'm kidding. Um, but we used to play League of Legends together, and one of my friends, I was just not having fun, and he, finally pulled me aside and was like, hey man, it's just a game. If you're not having fun, it's okay to go do something else. And I'm like, man, that makes a ton of sense. So yeah, I stopped playing League, and never, and I have not gone back to it. And I still have a lot of friends that play League. Like I have a lot of friends that still play League. But yeah, I realized I was not having fun. I was not having a good time playing League of Legends. I didn't enjoy, honestly, really anything about it. I hated the culture. I hated how salty it was. I hated the number of cheaters. I hated the fact that Riot never punished anybody who broke their rules. So I decided I'm done. Why am I spending like hours of my day, 4 to 5 hours of my day, playing a game that I'm not having fun with? And you know what? I don't regret it one bit. I don't even regret the hours I put into League, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad I tried it. It was fun, for a while, and then it was not. So, but I'm grateful I gave it an opportunity. I'm grateful that I got a chance to play it, and that's just how I feel about gaming in general. Is if you get the opportunity to try something out, I think the very least you can do is give it a chance. If you don't like it, okay, you don't like it. No worries. No one is no one is ever forcing someone else to play a game, and if they are, well, might be better to try something a little different then. GG really tries, but he knows you. Yeah, well, and again, it's a fine line to walk, right? That's why I'm just asking. It's like, give it a try. But yeah, never, on the other end, it's like, don't feel pressure to play it. It's like, but at the same time, it's like, hey, give it a shot. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. No worries. Okay, we got the base for our church here. So let's see here. Stone, let's try this. Wait a minute, is this Cult of the Lamb reference? Are we making a cult in Minecraft? Well, I wasn't gonna say anything out loud, but yes, that is in fact exactly what is exactly what's gonna happen. We're gonna make a cult in Minecraft, and we're gonna sacrifice everybody by throwing them into a creeper pit, like Grim was mentioning earlier. I wasn't going to say anything out loud, but you kind of forced my hand, and I'm not going to lie to you about it, Aaron. Speaking of Cult of the Lamb, Aaron, did you hear that I beat the game, and I'm now just achievement hunting? Like, I actually beat it. I didn't just, like, fake beat it, and then they upped the difficulty. I mean, I did that too, but yeah. Why do you put up with me, by the way? Because you're my friend? And because you don't really make me put up with anything, if I'm being honest? Now, Raz, on the other hand, no, I'm kidding. No, yeah, it's just, I don't really put up with you, Aaron. You're my friend. I actually like playing games with you. I like hanging out with you. But Grim, how have you been doing, man? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. Hope you've been doing well. Been keeping busy. What games have you been playing lately? Been on a RuneScape bender. Okay, are we talking like original RuneScape? What they call, I guess it's old school RuneScape now? Or are you playing the new one, RuneScape 3? OSRS, okay. Got it. Man, I haven't played RuneScape in fucking forever, man. Yeah, playing some old school RuneScape. Yeah, I think the last time I played RuneScape, just to give you guys a point of reference, I am pretty sure the last time I played RuneScape was when they introduced they had just introduced house building, and it was so limited at the time. It was great, don't get me wrong, but it was so limited at the time that you could really only do like a handful of things. Okay, let's see. Last pane. Green. Blue. Stairs. I need some. Let's see. That. They're introducing sailing. Oh, that'll be interesting. Yeah, I, as you can probably imagine, have not kept up whatsoever with RuneScape over the years. But I do remember. The 21st night of September. I don't know where I was going with that train of thought. I am so sorry, everybody. I just totally lost my train of thought. But yeah, I did pour a lot of hours into RuneScape back in the day. I honestly wonder if my account is still there. Probably not, but like I never sold it or anything. I just stopped playing. There we go, Aaron. But yeah, it definitely sounds like you know, you're still having a good time with it, and that's pretty cool. Excuse me, Mr. Spider, but you are in the way. Yeah, that's right. Please get out of the way. Could you please stop climbing on my church, damn it? Thank you. Ugh. What do you guys think so far? You think this church is coming along okay? I think it looks pretty nice. Do 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 do. I don't know why, but like the music playing in the background reminds me of Jurassic Park for some reason. Also, I guess I'm just waiting for a gigantic dinosaur to come out and just, you know, remind me of my place in the universe. I'm waiting for it. All right, you heading out, Aaron? All right, sounds good. Well, congratulations on another successful first day for Erica, the Erica Legacy Foundation. And yeah, we'll definitely see you soon. All right.
I sure could use a drink.
Oh, thank you, Mask. Cheers. Alrighty. Oh, that looks like a pretty decent mural. Nice little stained glass there. Okay. Have I played Abiotic Factor yet? No, I have not. What's I actually don't even know much, if anything, about it. What is Abiotic Factor? Fun game, survival game with Half-Life like graphics and feel. Oh, interesting. Man, I haven't played Half-Life in quite some time. That is a game I haven't heard of in a while. It's on Xbox Game Pass. Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, I haven't gotten to check it out yet. May have to do that in the future. Fresh off the plane, scientists dug in a top secret underground facility. Oh, that's always fun. Yeah, now that I think about it, with churches, isn't the back window the one that normally has the stained glass, or is that different per church? You know, I think this is okay. I actually like this one a little better, I suppose. But yeah, I was sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, I think I made a mistake here. Yeah, I think it is the back. I think you're correct, but well, too late now. Although I guess it wouldn't be too much work to just recreate this here. I don't think that would be too much work at all. So yeah, we'll just. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe I can do something else with this here that'll be equally as fun. Okay. See? Recreated. Hell yeah, look at that. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Not a bad not a bad building, I would say, huh? Alrighty. So let's see here. Alright. Let's get some doors. Type of door should we get for this? Do an acacia door. Oh yeah, that looks pretty nice. Alright. Now let's get some slabs. Return the slab. And let's go with some spruce. And we'll also get some spruce planks. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. Behold the holy paintings. I don't fucking know, man, but I think that looks fine. All right. The pig one does indeed look cursed, which is why I'm keeping it. All right, let's see. All right. So, now, let's see. How do we have any seats in here? I don't think so. Lectern could be good. All right. Need a slab. Oh yeah, I think this looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this one, guys. Yeah, I think that looks really nice. All right. Now, let's see.
Warning.
Plague Pals! Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Oh, we're being infected. Oh, no. Hey, Emily. How you doing? UGN, welcome on in. Squidward, hello. Blood Princess, BP, hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome on in, guys. We are playing Minecraft today. Thank you, Grim. Thank you. Much appreciated. We're playing some Minecraft today. This was a sub goal. Well, not a sub goal. This was a charity goal we unlocked quite a while ago. And we're just in creative mode, making a new town, I guess. And as you can see, it's been going swimmingly. How are you doing? How was your stream? How was Heaven Burns Red? How was that? Hey, Queen Bee, good to see you. Thank you so much for the lurk. Much appreciated. But yeah, I just finished making a little church, little place of worship. And as you can see, it's not a big village, but you know we're getting there. We're getting there. Ton of fun. A visual novel. Yeah, you guys normally do your visual novel read-throughs on Sunday, right? Emily, have you seen the new Jackbox game? The new Jackbox set. Have you seen anything about that yet? Because there's a game there, if you haven't seen it. I don't know what it's called. I don't remember, so I do apologize. But there is a game on there that... hey, She Scientist, thank you so much for the lurk. There is a game on there that I think the Plague Pals would love, like, collectively, since you guys do, like, the visual novel readings. Basically, it's, like, I don't want to give, like, too much away, but it basically, like, gives you the opportunity to, like, perform and, like, make noises and sound effects for it, and then it will, like, the winner will get to, the winners will be displayed, like, on a screen in, like, a scene. So the prompt might be, like, apologize as many times as you can, and so you then get to, like, act out that scene, and then everyone will vote, and the winner will get, like, dubbed over a scene that Jackbox will, like, pick out. I don't remember what the name of the game is called, but I was watching it last night with Chill Chaos's group, and it looks great. So, I don't know if you guys are planning on getting the new Jackbox set, but if you're not, you know, you got someone who's going to get it. Just want to throw that out there for you if you guys want to get together and play. I happen to have every single Jackbox game, like every one of the party packs. So I would, but I was definitely thinking about you guys when I saw the game last night. So I just wanted to mention it to you before I forgot. But yeah, should be pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, I just want to show off what we've got so far. Also, if October works, we'd love to schedule golf. Okay, yeah, October will definitely work. I will DM you so we can at least get the conversation started. But yeah, I will absolutely make time to play golf with you, and we can do some charity work for that. So that'll be awesome. Emily, it has only taken us, gosh, how long has it been now? Like, I think we started playing this, like, back in, like, February or January, right? it's been a while, but I'm super stoked to play some golf with you guys. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's get that there. There, and let's build some... Nope, that's gates. I don't want a fence gate. Some spruce. Need decorative stone. I need stone bricks. And we do need torches, and I just put that away like a big dummy. Alright, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the lurk, Emily. I appreciate you. You have a, thanks for the raid, everybody. Always good to see you. If you guys aren't already, please go follow the Plague Pals. If you don't know who they are, they raise money for charity literally all year long. They are some of the nicest, most wonderful human beings on the planet. And I definitely think you guys should go follow them and hang out with them. And you will never be the same again once you do so. Alrighty. Whoops. Alright. Probably build at least one here, too. Okay, that feels pretty good. I think this looks pretty nice, if I do say so myself. So that gives us, yeah, a fishing hut. We have here a bigger home with a chicken, and now a church on top of the hill. So yeah, I think eventually, yeah, just something to keep in mind maybe for the future is I may turn this into like a graveyard, right? Turn this into a graveyard. But yeah, let's build more of a stone. Let's build some kind of castle. So we'll hang on to a couple of these things. Also get... Oh yeah, there is a dirt path right here. Okay, I'm not crazy then. Let me go replace this with an actual path, because I'm like, I could have sworn they had one. Yeah, this is what I remember. Okay. Yeah, this looks much nicer. Alright. Won't need coarse dirt. We have the dirt path now. But again, welcome on in, Play Pals. If you, any of the pals don't know who I am, my name's Shenzo the Lost. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. And I play a little bit of everything. Right now, we have a lot of monkeying around going on. I have a full playthrough of DK64, where I am trying to 100% the game. Which I don't remember what the exact percentage is, but it's more than 100%. Then I also am playing DK Bonanza for the first time. We're also going through Spyro 3. We're on the third and final Spyro game. I had never played either Spyro or Crash prior to this, and now I'm on Crash 3 and Spyro 3. We're currently on Spyro 3, switching to Crash 3 after we beat Spyro 3. And I also just got a new job, so that's also, you know, changing things up, changing my schedule up a bit. But yeah, I'm, for those that don't know, I'm pretty good friends with quite a few of the Plague Pals, AGG, Emily, Queen Bee, BP, Isildur, and more. I'm sure there's some I'm forgetting, and I do apologize. But, yeah, we've gotten together a couple times. We've done some charity work together, and I just feel we all kind of get along pretty well, which, you know, helps a lot. But I want to say welcome on in, everybody. If you are so inclined, please drop a follow. You will not only get 5 free emotes, but it's also the freest way to support the channel. I'm currently trying to grow my own channel to 600, and we're just over halfway there. We're at 557 at the moment. So yeah, if you can, a follow would be much appreciated. But obviously, you know, if I'm not your sort of streamer, for whatever reason that might be, hey, no sweat. I get it. You know, there's a ton of us on the platform, and a lot of them are really freaking good, really freaking talented. So I will only be slightly offended, I promise. That's a joke, ladies and gentlemen, just in case that wasn't obvious. That is a joke. Or is it? Dun dun dun. But yeah, as you guys can see, I'm just in creative mode on Minecraft. I don't normally do creative mode, but I decided today I just want to do something, relaxing and fun. And so here we are. And I think overall it's been a good time. All right, we'll carve a path through the sand. I'll have to add some more sand here, but yeah, just got a nice little sand. Is there a sand path? I know there's a dirt path. Is there a sand path? No, it's just sand. Okay, I didn't think so, but we're checking, right? And you know what? Here we'll just because I want to have a little bit more sand here. Just do a single line here. Yeah, once we get like through here, I think that's fine. Do a single line. But all right, yeah, pretty nice little village we've got here. I'm pretty happy with it anyway. And let's see. Let's get some stairs. Some oak stairs here. But yeah, we've got a little well there. We've got our church. We've got our fishing village. We got our dock here. Our little pier. And yeah, as a whole, I feel pretty good about it. I feel pretty good. But again, I want to say thank you to the Plague Pals for coming in. Always nice to see you guys. I hope you had an amazing stream. And yeah, just thank you guys very much for the lurk. It means the world. So thank you guys. Alrighty. So I think because we have this closed down, let's take a little dirt path here. And we will make... We'll make a little guard tower right here. Little guard hut, I should say, not so much a tower. But we'll build the little hut. All right. All right, let's see. This time we actually do want a gate. We'll put a spruce gate there. And let's see here. We need decorative stone. Let's do some deep slate for this. Let's see, that's 1, 2. So... Yep, perfect. Okay. Let's go out here. Got some dirt. That'll be fine. We're breaking the walls down, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Got a nice little thing here. And, yep, build that out. 2 out there. Okay. Alright. Lay our foundation. Put an iron door as well. This will kind of serve as our like guard slash as our guardhouse slash jailhouse. And yeah, once we finish this, I'll probably wrap up for the evening. Going for quite a while at this point. I think we're just shy of the 4-hour mark. All right. Oops. Some dirt there. Alrighty. I'll just leave that there for now. Alrighty. Alrighty. Making good progress, I would say. Alrighty. Sorry, guys. I'm just thinking about kind of what I want to do. So I do apologize that I'm not talking a ton right now. Hey, Toasted Mac, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Just got back from a baseball game? Oh, awesome. How was it? Hope you had a great time. Do you play Minecraft also? Not often, to be honest. No. I'm playing Minecraft. This was a goal that we unlocked quite a while ago for one of my charity events. So we are I'm just fulfilling it. We're doing some creative building right now. We're actually going to be wrapping up here very, very soon. I do need to apologize. I do apologize, but I need to take a quick break. I'll be right back because it is time for my cats to eat, and I need to make sure my dog is not bugging them. So, all right, I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody. Tanner's here now. Yeah, basically, Tanner's pretty good about letting 2 of the 3 cats eat, but he doesn't like to leave the third cat alone. So it's like when I heard the automated food dispenser go off, I'm like, I gotta run. So I do apologize for that. Jesse, thank you so much for the chair stream. Graham, thank you so much for the Kirby. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. And thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. But yeah, I apologize, but yeah, basically Tanner gets along really well with 2 of the 3 cats now. The third cat, it's really funny because like Tanner wants to get along with him on the one hand, right? But then on the other hand, he like literally will not leave him alone. And so like just to give you an example of like what Tanner did, and why I had to basically yank the poor dog in here. I basically had Tanner basically went up and like bit some of the fur out of Coco's tail because Coco is very fluffy. So, and then nearly choked on it. I'm like, Tanner, what the hell are you doing? You silly freaking dog. But yeah, so if you guys are wondering, like, hey, why did Shenzo have to like run off like that? Well, it's because my dog is my dog is who I love very very much. But my dog is a pain in the fluff, quite literally. But yeah, so thank you guys for waiting. I do appreciate that. Jesse, how are you? I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. I hope hope everything is going well. Hope the family's feeling a little bit better. Do you consider a group Minecraft stream if we can get a few people? Yeah, so Toastamac, you weren't here for it, but we might be doing that with Aaron, who's never done a who's never played Minecraft before. So we might be doing something like that with Aaron here very very soon. I don't have a full completion on it yet, but yeah, we may be doing something like that very soon here. What were you thinking? Definitely keep you posted. Yeah, we don't have a time yet. We were just talking about it today, so there's no like set time or anything else like that at the moment. But I will definitely keep you posted and let you know. Cause yeah, Aaron has never played Minecraft before, so we might do a group thing. There we go. Okay, cool. More happy to join. Still a bit of a novice in Minecraft yourself. Yeah, it's good. All good. Getting stuff done so we can have a good start to the week tomorrow. Hell yeah, love to hear that. Alrighty. Finish up making this jail. Alright, let's get a... Let's see. Need that. Don't need that anymore. Done with the walls. So let's get a bed. There they are. Bed's right there. You okay, kiddo? Some gray beds to match the dull, boring atmosphere. Alright, we got 2 jail cells there. And let's see. I suppose we could make another jail cell if we could do 4 jail cells, but I think 2 is just fine for what we're doing. It's a small village so far. I don't think they need more than 2 jail cells, am I right? All right. Yeah, and then I guess we'll just get some other stuff here. Get a crafting table, furnace. Suspicious gravel, hell yeah. And yeah, I guess we can get a chest as well. Okay. So I'll put storage over here. Furnace here, crafting table here. Another storage there. And let's see. What else should we put in here, you think? Maybe a couple item frames for like storage. Let's grab a couple diamond swords. Get a diamond helm. Let's get a full set of diamond armor in there. Leggings, then diamond boots. Shield. So get a mace. All right. Crossbow. Some arrows. And let's see. Some horse armor. Diamond horse armor. Oh, them some rich police with diamond armor. I know, right? Look. Have you seen any of the city like budgets for police? I'm just saying. 1 second. Hang on. All right. Yeah, I think this is pretty good, guys. I think we're set. So let's just lock this place up since we don't have switches to open up these iron doors. But that's okay because again, no one's actually living here at the moment. But yeah, take a look at this, guys. I think we've done pretty well for ourselves as far as this little village here. It's not the greatest. We'll probably come back and do more here. Like I want to do some more over here. Like maybe add like a lighthouse or something. But I don't know. I feel pretty good about this. What do you guys think? You think this was a pretty successful Minecraft? Pretty successful Minecraft build? I'm pretty happy with it, I must say. I think this turned out really, really well, and I'm really happy with it. So yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here, guys. Again, I do apologize for like all the interruptions and the constant text message checking today, but I do hope you enjoyed it. I know it was pretty chill, and there were a couple periods where I know I probably didn't talk for a couple minutes, and I do apologize, but I'm trying to focus. Focus. But yeah, thank you guys very much for hanging out with me today, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Got about, I'd say probably about 3.5 hours of Minecraft, 3 hours maybe of Minecraft. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you do, we'll definitely come back to this. I do enjoy Minecraft. I don't play it a ton. So it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, but getting involved in this and getting to like create my own stuff and not have to worry about like monsters getting attacked, it was a very nice change of pace. I'm very happy with it. So yeah, but thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Okay, YouTube? I love you. Bye bye.